I forgot to tell the story with the last one, but I'm going to tell it now. Now, many people will remember the My Buddy doll back in the 80s. Now, this thing went everywhere, and yeah, I had one as well. I was the right age at the time, and honestly didn't have that many friends. And so it was good to have something like that by proxy, but I had him for a pretty damn long time, and my eldest brother did some pretty messed up shit to try to break me of him like a security blanket, even ranging down to shaving his head. But after we saw Child's Play 2, he did probably the worst thing, which worked! He had, all of a sudden I wake up one day and I'm strapped to the bed akin to Andy in Child's Play 2, and the little shit was on top of me. Yeah, imagine the My Buddy doll, on top of me, like that, with a hand poised to play Hide the Soul. Yeah, that happened to me. So anyway, story done. Let's talk about Child's Play 3. So, Child's Play 3, I'm not going to begrudge Don Mancini or anyone involved with the film, because it was one that, it was the classic case of the studios pushing it forward because the second one did so well. So like, we gotta have a sequel, gotta have it. No! Never mind waiting, never mind developing the story. And Don Mancini still to this day considers this one the weakest of the entire series. And frankly, to be honest, I agree with him. Simply because you see all the makings of good ideas, stuff that really could have gone a lot further, but because of the lack of development time, we never really get a chance to. Now, because they do a time jump forward, obviously we couldn't have Alex Vincent playing Andy again. Justin Whalen still does a really good job playing Andy. I still believe that this is Andy Barclay, only a little bit later. And there's a lot of cool stuff, which I hope maybe in the future they'll be able to maybe carry on further. I would like to know what happened to his little girlfriend. But I think the other major problem with Child's Play 3 is that because of the lack of development, a lot of the kills really just aren't as interesting in the film. The setting is great, but unfortunately, because the script just kind of reeks of underdevelopment, just because, they didn't have time, the characters, they kind of default on being like kind of caricatures as opposed to real characters. I mean, the prior films didn't have these outrageous, crazy characters like the hair fetishist played by the dad from Hellraiser. There's so many baffling choices. I mean, the only kill, funny enough, that I consider memorable in this film is the one where Chucky doesn't even kill a guy. He just scares him and the guy gets a heart attack, and he's like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." And that one made me laugh. And I mean, I will say the setting for the finale is pretty damn cool, but once again, in order to have that to happen, they have to like pretty much deny to OSHA that it actually exists. Yes, I put in another OSHA joke 2 reviews in a row. What do you think?